Well, hello friends, and welcome back to Brittany Lights Bookies. It's been a hot minute since we've done a longer video. I've been super busy, so I figured I would do a comeback video of what a day in my life looks like now that I work two jobs and I'm also PAing for two different people. Just kind of taking you through, talking through what I've been reading, how work goes, what I do. I don't get too into detail, but I do talk a bit about it. I do talk about what I've been reading, what it's like. Oh goodness, there's a lot that I do talk about. But yeah, so I figured I would, there's not much. I don't really show you my office, and I kind of explain why, or at least my office at my actual in-person job. But I do talk a bit about what I do, what it's like. I'll take a picture of my desk and post it so that you guys can see it. Obviously I'll blur anything that like gives away the company or anything like that. I am trying to be more conscious about separating myself from my jobs on social media. Although I think they know, like they asked me because I was reading an arc at work, and they were like, oh, how did you get this? Like, it doesn't come out. And I was like, yeah, I do have like a tiny social media following. Like, I don't have a ton of followers, but sometimes publishers will send me arcs. Anyways, so it's mainly just me talking in these videos, just getting ready, and it's kind of like a get ready with me in portions. Some of it is just me yapping, so it's not really directly book related. I do talk a little bit about the books, but without further ado, let's get into it. So I figured I would take you guys through a day in my life, and we're starting in the morning. I've already showered and brushed my teeth. I've started my coffee. Hopefully you guys have seen the intro to this video. I'm sorry I've been away from YouTube. I've obviously been very busy. I have been obviously working two jobs. I'm also now PAing as well, so there's a lot going on. I've been super busy working sometimes 10, 12-hour days, but it's okay. We are making it work. So I figured I'd bring you through a day in my life, and we could hang out. You could see what I do during the day. Obviously I can't fully bring you into any of my like calls or anything like that. I'll show you my desk and stuff like that because I do work in customer care, so I am on the phone. Obviously I have to protect the client's privacy when they're calling in. That figured I'd start with, chit-chatting with you about how things are going while I'm doing my skincare this morning. And things are going good. Obviously I'm really tired. My actual shift, because we're in what they call nesting week, so like we're finishing up training for the most part. We're already on the phones and all of that, and like taking care of customers. So this is our last day of nesting. We'll start our typical schedule, but mine is changing. I'll be working 10 to 6:30, and obviously like I'm still working my part-time job as well, so but usually I'm up now about, depending on if my mom and I are driving in together. We won't be driving in together anymore because we will work separate schedules, but usually about 6:15, 6:30. I was about 6:30 this morning. Sometimes I do sleep a little bit later if when I'm going in by myself, I don't have to take the dogs out in the morning, so I got up about 6:40, which is fine because I don't do a ton of makeup or anything like that for work. I'm pretty relaxed and laid back. It's usually just a little bit of concealer, covering up the redness, and probably bags in my eyes, just by going to bed and getting like 7 hours of sleep. The girl still looks tired. So it's usually just a little bit of that. Making sure, I have mascara or something on. And I don't do it always. sometimes it is just skincare, because, you know, skincare is healthcare, and we take care of our skin in this house. I love my skincare mornings, aka my favorite step is coming up. Do not, for the love of all that is holy, ever forget sunscreen. It can be raining, put on your sunscreen, girl. I should say, put on your sunscreen to anybody. Anybody, everybody, put on your sunscreen. You do not want aging to start early if that's your thing, or to get skin cancer, which is even more important. So put on your sunscreen. Maybe raining, but UV rays can still get to you, so make sure you're wearing your sunscreen. And usually once I finish this, I put on a little bit of dab on some concealer, which you can see now, because I'm going to grab it. That'll stay there. I just dab on a little bit of concealer. I'll put some on my eyes to make it look like a little bit more awake than I probably am, if I'm being honest. Because I'm certainly not used to these super early mornings. When I was working the 8 to 4:30 shift, I had to get up earlier, which for me was just a big no thanks. I'm not a big fan of mornings. Or at least I should say early mornings. So that was rough at first. It was those early mornings. But yeah, it'll be nice to go to that 10 to 6:30 because I can still take care of the dogs in the morning and also have a little bit of time to myself where I don't have to get up at, 6 a.m. I'll probably still have to get up relatively early. Also, I'm super close to the camera because I don't have my contacts in. And I am blind, pretty much. Like, I cannot see a darn thing. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting all of this actually blended in to my face. People aren't like, girl, you can see your concealer. And I don't mind. Sometimes I do a full face. It just depends on my mood, if I'm being honest. There is some extra remnants on this, so I'm just using that for now. To make sure that I get all of this in here. But yeah, I'm just kind of using this time while I'm getting some makeup on and my skincare done. To chit-chat, update you on my life. Figured I'd do a cute little life update. I'm going to try to film some this weekend. My April wrap up and May hopefuls. We're gonna hope. We're gonna try, guys. I know it's been a struggle out here. I've been trying to do my Friday shorts. If you haven't checked them out, I do. They're not really that short. They're a couple minutes, but it's just my Friday features that I do for a singular author or a couple authors every week, and I talk about them, their books, why I love their books. So I hope you check those out as well. What else is going on in my life? I mean, there's nothing too crazy that's been going on. Mainly just working a lot, sleeping a lot. I got back into Animal Crossing, which has been fun for me. I play while listening to audiobooks because I'm going to be realistic. It's been a little bit harder for me to read like any kind of physical form, whether it's an ebook or an actual physical book. It's been a bit harder. Like the idea of sitting down and staring at another screen after staring at screens all day is kind of daunting. So I've mainly been audiobooking it, but that's okay. Sometimes you just need to listen to the audio, and that's fine. I just finished the audio of Sunrise on the Reaping, and Miss Suzanne Collins is lucky that I have not shown up at her door. Please excuse me while you won't see me for a second, but you will hear me chatting Miss Suzanne girl. I'm ready to beef with her over this, honestly. And not because the book was bad. The book was phenomenal. I just feel very content. It was incredible. It was really emotional. I think it's probably the best of the Hunger Games series, if I'm being honest. I think she absolutely nailed it. It was really, really good. But yes, very, very emotional. I also listened to All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. It was my first S.A. Cosby book. And I'm kicking myself for not starting his work sooner. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. I loved everything about it. I then listened to, right after that, Sinners Bleed, of course. I listened to that first, and then I listened to Razorblade Tears, which is also really good, but I think All the Sinners Bleed was better. But I still really, really enjoyed Razorblade Tears. Right now I'm listening to Women of Light, which is about a Native and Chicano family. It's really good. Obviously, I set a goal for myself this year to read more Indigenous books, so that is what I'm trying to do. And I think I've done a pretty good job so far. I'm also reading Stealing, which is really good. It's more of a memoir, but I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really good. What else have I finished? There's probably other things, but I'm gonna finish doing my hair and getting ready, and then I'm going to head to work. So I don't film at the actual office just because I don't have my phone out when I'm on the floor, and if this phone rings, I'm going to miss. But our backup generator stopped working at work, so we had to come work from home. So I'm finishing up my shift because I work a midday-ish shift from 11:30 to 8. In 2 weeks I'll move from 10 to 6:30, but I'm home working, and then I will do some of my part-time job work. But I just thought it was funny that I get to do this from home. So this is kind of what my day looks like. I'm usually up around 8, now getting ready, and then I'm usually in the building at the office around 11, there until 8, home about 8:30, and then I work until about 9:30, 10 o'clock from part-time jobs and PAing. But I just wanted to bring you in life. Yes, I am in the cute little office here. But I hope you're doing well. Things are going well. I love the new job. It's a lot of fun. We are in our after hours for most of the country at this point, so it's pretty chill. I'm enjoying it so far. My team is incredible and I love them. It's been a lot of fun, and I love getting to dress up every day. I think that's been the most fun part. But I will come back in a few minutes if I'm still not taking a call. But I hope you've enjoyed this little look into what I'm doing. And I know I like it. I feel like I have lipstick everywhere. Yes, I changed my nails, so you saw different nails in the other video. Don't judge your lipstick everywhere. It happens. Okay. So now that I have finished with my normal day of work, I know I was home today, which is rare for me, or at least for a couple of hours. I finished that up. I did some work for my part-time job, and now I'm going to do some reading. Usually when I'm not on calls, I'm reading a physical book or I'm reading my Kindle, just because I do have a little bit of downtime, so it does give me some time to read, which is nice. Obviously when the phone rings, I do close the book and give the customers my full attention. But yeah, I have been reading at my desk this week, A Fate, Fortune, and Fire by Hazel McBride. Shout out to Valentine for sending me the physical arc. I even had somebody in the office be like, girl, can I read that after you? It sounds really good. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's one of my favorite openings. I'll do a review on it, hopefully soon. what else? I started listening to Lights Out and I'm loving it. It is so fun. It is deranged and I am living for it. I am also reading, it's kind of like a memoir called Stealing by an Indigenous author, and it's been wonderful. It's like just hearing it and like it's just an incredible story and I really loved it. I'm hoping to do some more filming this weekend or this week so that I can get you another video on Saturday. I might just combine my April wrap up and my May hopefuls now that we're on May 6th. My bad. So yeah, the new job is going great. I don't think I've really talked about it, and some of my friends know, but I have started PAing for Megan Carver, who is the wonderful Thorns and Roses. She narrates audiobooks, she's an editor, she hosts these wonderful workshops, and I'm so lucky to be working with her. She has been a dream, and she's letting me live out my organizational girly fantasies. And I know I said, like, I'm trying not to mix the two, but I've talked a little bit about being a PA, so that's been fun, and you'll probably see me repost her stuff. So she is wonderful, and I'm getting to live my spreadsheet girly organizational fantasy. But yeah, life has been good. It's just been very busy for me, so I apologize that I've not gotten out a long form video recently. I will say that April was a good reading month. I had a lot of fun reading in April. One of my friends, hey Verb, she's gonna watch this, I call her my wife, has been forcibly, and by forcibly I mean lovingly, sending me books that she wants me to read. So I'm excited for that, truly. But yeah, she sent me Phantasma, so I have to dive into that. And she's also the one who told me to start the Lights Out audiobook because I had some credits that I needed to use. I've been trying to use Libby a lot more to be more liberal with my, or more, not liberal, to be more reserved with my Amazon and Audible use. I'm trying to switch to Libro, but I will be honest, I've used Audible for so long and I've accumulated hundreds of books on there, so I do still use it, but I am trying to use the library more, and it has been fantastic. It's given me some of my favorite audiobooks recently. Definitely some S.A. Cosby's in there. I've tried to listen to more Indigenous authors as well, especially because I'm driving to and from work, and I do have the ability to listen to audios on my break and on the drives, plus while I'm working at night in this office, aka the library. I try to have an audiobook on, and it's been good. It's been fun. I can't wait to talk about all of them, but I hope you've enjoyed this little peek into my life, because I know a lot of people have always asked, especially when I was full-time at my now part-time job, what a day in my life was like. So I hope you've enjoyed this day in my life, and thank you for sticking around and still being a sub when I haven't really been posting anything but the feature Fridays and little shorts every now and then. I appreciate you. If you have any recs or books you'd like to see me review or talk about, there are some books that I will not talk about because of the authors themselves, so it may be one of those. I try to avoid platforming problematic authors, so I am very conscious of that. I don't read them, I don't support them financially or with my platform, but let me know. I have a few other ones coming soon. I want to do a full review on Up Close and Personal by Anna Holgan. It was so good, and I can't wait to talk about it. So, hoping to get some filming done later this week. We're gonna try. We are trying, okay? But yeah, thank you for sticking around. If you like this, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, maybe turn on the bell. I don't think I've ever said that before, to get notifications when I upload. Tell your friends. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys again soon, and thank you for sticking around. Bye!